thing off the top that I want to talk about here, and that's this. Speaking of Avengers Endgame, some of you might know that a couple of Avengers long-time standing alumni and characters, that was supposedly going to be their final appearance.
You mean it's not, John?
Well, it's all according to your point of view, I suppose. Obviously, one is going to be Black Widow, although she's got her standalone movie coming, but that's a prequel, so okay. Robert Downey Jr. with the big ending, and Chris Evans as Captain America. They wrote the big ending for Captain America. Now, I've been saying for a while, Rob, that I don't believe for a second that we're not going to see Robert Downey Jr. back or Chris Evans. May not be this year, may not be next year, might not even be in 3 years, but we will see them back, I believe. All right, so Variety has this great spot where lifelong best friends Scarlett Johansson and Chris Evans sat down and interviewed one another. And Scarlett Johansson actually directly put the question to him. And she asked him directly, would you ever come back? Johansson asked him. To Marvel? Evans responds, you never say never. I love the character, so I don't know. But when pressed, Evan gives a more definitive answer. It's not a hard no, but it's not an eager yes either, Evan says. There are other things I'm working on right now. I think Cap had such a tricky act to stick the landing, and I think they did a really nice job telling his complete story and his journey. If you're going to revisit it, it can't be a cash grab. It can't be just because the audience wants to be excited. What are we revealing? What are we adding to the story? A lot of things would have to come together. So, his answer was not giving an answer. That's the basic twist of it here, is that his answer was to give no answer. But I want to point something out. What else was he supposed to say? Now, when a certain actor who proclaimed that they were finishing their run as a character was asked if they were actually done or if they were ever going to come back, one Hugh Jackman as Wolverine was, oh no, I'm done. I mean, he said it, people kept asking him, could you become back as Wolverine? Nope. Well, what about coming back as Wolverine? Did you not just hear my... no. Yes, but would you return as Wolverine? The third reporter asked. No, you blithering idiots. I just answered the same question. Like, he was definitive, de facto done because he was done. He had truly made his decision. He was done. Does Chris Evans not following in the footsteps of Hugh Jackman confirm my suspicions that he will absolutely be back? Obviously not. No, of course not. But it once again kind of leaves that door open. A door that they are leaving it ajar because I completely believe maybe in the next 4 to 5 years, we are going to see him back. And the fact that he wasn't doing what Hugh Jackman did, which is saying, look, let me be very definitive about this. It was the perfect ending. We are done. I'm not going to go back there and ruin that ending or whatever, or risk ruining the ending, because I don't think coming back would necessarily ruin the ending, depending on how they did it. But I'm just saying, it leaves that door open. Rob, you see the comments that Chris Evans just made. Do you think we're further towards him not coming back, further towards him is coming back, or we're still exactly where we were before? How do you see it?
Well, I think I kind of see where we were before. I think the problem that everybody forgets that actors like Chris Evans and like Hugh Jackman, the enormous physical toll these roles take on these actors. Despite all the CG technology they can employ, these actors have to spend months and months and months of physical prep, grueling physical prep to become Wolverine or to become Captain America. It's a rough job, and it takes a toll. You're talking 6 months of gym time where you have to monitor everything that you eat. It's rough. And so I understand that, you know, these actors, now that they've been established, they've been in 5 or 6 movies or 7 movies as these characters, they're not necessarily as eager as they were when they first started. You know, I mean, they've been offered a lot of opportunity. I think Chris Evans is like, look, Captain America is great. He's directed a movie. He's in movies like Knives Out that's coming out. I mean, I love seeing Chris Evans, Captain America and James Bond in the same movie. I mean, it's so cool to see these guys getting their chance. I mean, they struck it rich with these franchise characters, and being able to see they can now parlay that into something that is more interesting for them. We're going to get more interesting movies, and I think in the long run, maybe we as audience members are better for it. But like he says, when you can travel through time and there's de-aging technology and there's all this stuff, and one day Chris is going to wake up and go, Chris got to eat and get that payday, and he's probably gonna go back and do it.
Chris wants a new private jet.
And by the way, you know what? If the MCU isn't gonna do as well in 3 or 4 years as it used to do, hey, let's bring back the old guard and make some more money. So never say never. Like he said, never say never. He left the door open. He was very diplomatic. He played it exactly the way he should have.
Right. I would say this. He answered it exactly the way a guy who knew he was coming back in a few years would answer it. Because you can't tell the audience you're coming back.
Right.
I just think if he definitely wasn't, you pull a Hugh Jackman, you let everybody know that you're not.
I keep hearing about what Ewan McGregor is saying about Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's
about how he lied all the time for years.
For 3 years, at least 3 years, I knew, because they were working on the feature, and that was probably going to move forward. And I'm sure we're going to see the results in less than 24 hours of another feature that they were developing at Disney that, in name only, they've changed a little thing, but we're going to see something else.
And we're going to talk about that on the show tomorrow.
Oh, dude.
I don't know how you're going to watch it before you come
I'm going to watch it.
Because I'm getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. I'm going to go to bed at like 8 o'clock tonight. Going to get up at like 4, watch the show, be ready to go to talk Mandalorian tomorrow, both on this show and on Dark Side, Light Side later tomorrow afternoon. So anyway, guys, back to Chris Evans. Question is, what do you guys think about his statements? Do you think that does this make you believe a little bit more that he will come back? Does it make you believe a little bit more that he won't? Or do you still find yourself right kind of in that position of who knows what's going to happen? Jump down to the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. All right, guys.